Hi guys, thank you so much for all of the support and love on my very first video that I made. Thank you for spending the block and coming back and chilling with me. Today, I will be making the most beautiful sunflower wood grain split tumbler. So cute. Look at that shine and that sparkle. I will be using Hyperion today. So, without any further ado, let's get to it. Okay, right here I'm using Jim Holtz alcohol inks I got off of Amazon, ginger, caramel, and latte, I believe. I did let those sit for about 3 to 4 days to make sure that the alcohol inks were completely dry with the fact that I'm using Hyperion. I measured out my pretty sunflower vinyl that I got from Maestra Creations. Ooh, what's going on with my voice? Okay, Maestra Creations. I will have her website drop down below for you to choose from. Her plenty and plenty of glitters, beautiful glitters, might I add, and vinyl for you to make your own creations with. So here I am just getting a baseline basically on how I want the split to go. I'm not gonna lie, that gave me hell a little bit. I'm sure all of you other crafters feel me when it comes to laying down vinyl and making sure that it's proportionate and it is aligned correctly. So I wanted to make sure that I took my time to just make sure that I had that outlined correctly with the vision that I had going. I did speed it up a little bit here, seeing that I was finally able to get that vinyl to lay down how I wanted to. Here I have my X-Acto knife, making sure that I pop out any air bubbles that I see in the vinyl. Once I laid it down, using my squeegee, making sure I get it all good and tight. It's so cute. It is so pretty. I've always wanted to do a style like this, and my creations just, overlap each other. So when this hit, I was like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. So boom, here we go. Now, laying down this second layer right here, I'm not going to lie, that was a bit tough because once you're doing the middle part of the cup, you want to make sure when you're turning it around, like slowly, that it's not lopsided. So with that, I brought out my ruler to make sure that it was even, and I used it all the way around just to get my base going around it. It took some time. Y'all, I didn't want to give you a 20-minute video, because once I realized when editing this video how extremely long it was going to be, I had to speed up some parts. I want you guys to be able to enjoy your Saturday and enjoy your weekend. It's my twins' birthday weekend also, so I am making sure that I get this done because I promised them a household weekend full of fun. And boom, look at that. That is so pretty. It's gorgeous. And now I'm about to add my washi tape. I just keep just a small little Tupperware that we would use for our food or like our condiments in our kitchen. I just use those. I got these off of Amazon. I can't remember exactly what link it was, but I will go and drop down and see if I can mention that down in the comments for you guys, or not in the comments, in the description. I'm sorry. Mommy brain has me this weekend. It's been some type of week, but boom. Look at how pretty that is. And also, if there are any moms on here, remember to give yourself some grace, my loves. This is the Hyperion I'm using. It's the matte. So we're going to see how this turns out. Now, upon me applying this first coat, I saw that it was starting to make my alcohol inks fade. Y'all, when I say I let this crap sit and dry for literally more than 4 days, and it still stripped it. But I didn't have any trouble. As you can see, I don't have any PPP. I said PPP. Oh, I cracked myself up. I don't have on any PPE equipment, like no gloves or anything. I was able to use like a little measuring cup, and you want to use light strokes because it does not take a lot. Now, even though it looks a little murky, a little cloudy, it's not gonna look like that within 2 hours. Now, you see how the alcohol ink is in there in the Hyperion mix. It was like stripping it a little bit. So my wood grain ended up being a little bit lighter than what I expected, but it's still very, very gorgeous. I absolutely love Hyperion and how it sets within 2 hours. Now, being completely honest with you, depending on how thin you do your coats, depends on the drying time from what I've seen, because I did a couple, I want to say this is about my third or fourth coat putting it on here, and it dries fast, really, really fast. And I love that, because if I had a whole bunch of orders, just say I had about 6 cups, I could put all of those on the turners and still apply those layers all at the same time, and they would be done. So the drying time and the curing time is absolutely beautiful. I love it. Look at that shine on there. So right here, I am adding some tacket that I'm going to let dry on there, because I didn't want it. It was pretty plain like that. I like it, but it needed some more sparkle, because as you guys saw, I did add some glitter on the bottom of my tumbler. I just didn't want to overwhelm it too much with the sunflowers, even though you can never have too many sunflowers. I just wanted to have some type of sparkle added onto it. So this is just me adding on the tacket and going to let it dry so I can add some glitter. Oh, this is what I just remembered. Okay, I was saying how it was a really rough week, and with being a mom and having a full-time job, I know I'm not the only one who tries to balance it all out, right? But my lovelies, you have to remember to give yourself some grace. We can't do it all. Although us as women, we believe that we can, sometimes our bodies just wants to relax and not have to do it all. Look at that sparkle. Ooh, so pretty. This is just some normal glitter that I got out of Walmart. Yeah, I said at Walmart. So freaking cute. And I thought it would go perfectly on it with how thin the Hyperion is. It was going to blend in perfect. It wasn't going to overpower it or give it too much of a sparkle. But yes, my babies, give yourself some love and some grace. Self-love, I'm all for that. And remember that, the kids will understand, even if they don't now. You have little ones like myself. Take some time away, even if it's to go bother them while they're in their room watching TV. Just take some time to just breathe and just be. And we got this. Okay? We got this. Just want you to know. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. At this point, I was like super ecstatic and couldn't wait to put it back on the turner and get it up under that Hyperion. And here it is. Look at that. Again, babies, don't worry if it looks murky or clumpy. It won't look like that. You wouldn't need to sand it. But I know you guys see me with the sanding tool, right? But the Hyperion that I got, I didn't pay attention until it actually made its way to my home, was It's the matte one. So I read the directions, and it said to, before the final coat, get a like abrasive or mini abrasive type of tool and rub it down really gently. So this is what you see me doing. I used my beat up sanding tool, because I knew it wasn't going to cause a whole lot of scratching and everything, right? Y'all, this is why I know that practice makes permanent. Because although, yes, it is, as you can see, it's giving it that matte effect. But what I see is it's just giving me the effect of like when you would sand something down before you're actually about to apply the decals and things. So I didn't like it. So I just kept on, making sure that it was all even around. I didn't want it to look uneven. In my brain, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to show scrapes and stuff, but it really did not. I wish I could have left it like that. So if there are any fellow Hyperion users, with the matte effect one, with the matte one, if you have any tips, please drop them in the comments. And here you will see me wiping it down. It was damp. It was not wet. It was just slightly damp to take away any of the small dust particles and everything. But as you can see, it still looks very, very shiny. Just damp. Okay, so I just got a towel and I wiped it off, of course, and I added one more coat of Hyperion just to see what we would come out with. I wanted to make sure I wiped it down really good. I did make sure that my rim and everything was clean. And drum roll, look at how pretty that is. It still came out really freaking cute. It is now available on my site. Thank you for joining. Tune in for the next one. Love you. Bye.